Madam President.
Welcome. I am so pleased that you've come.
One of the reasons I love Star Trek is that it is not one thing. It is so many different shows, and it's so many different vantage points. It has this idealized notion of what can be, but a very grounded understanding of how hard the work will be to get there. And what has been so remarkable about every iteration of the show is that they take that same construct, but they do it so differently and so well that you never get bored with the journey.
It's very special to me to get to welcome you home.
The Discovery crew meeting the president is a big deal because it finishes an arc that began at the beginning of season 3.
The Federation and Starfleet haven't been on Earth for 100 years.
It was incredibly well plotted out by Michelle and Alex to know that we would get to this moment.
United Earth is ready right now to rejoin the Federation.
That kind of means, well, the Federation is back. It's whole again.
Captain, may I have a word?
Of course.
I'm so grateful to her for gracing us with her presence and for the writers for getting her in there.
We knew that she was a fan of the show, and I had read an interview with her at some point where she was talking about her love of Star Trek and her love of Discovery specifically in Burnham, and we reached out to her people and we're like, we want to just ask about this, and she's so lovely and was so excited about it and genuinely excited to get to do it, and it was just the neatest thing.
So I went to performing arts high school. It was nothing like this. So, I mean, I've been very lucky to get to sit in a chair and have someone do my hair and my makeup in ways I wouldn't have imagined. I'm not wearing prosthetics. I don't get new ears or a new forehead, but my hair is different. And then I got to be outfitted for my uniform, and that was just an extraordinary experience. And I get a communicator, which I'm going to probably sneak into my pocket. They give such care to how they craft spaces and worlds. Whatever the story was, I wanted to be a part of it, because watching Michael Burnham come into her power as a captain, watching this hardy crew reclaim itself, not only in a new era, but in a new space that is so reminiscent of what they remembered, but so different. That to me speaks of why we do the work we do in politics. It's about giving people hope and giving them a better life and creating this vision of what is possible. And so regardless of the role that I was going to get to play, I wanted to be a part of it.
There's a lot of work to do. Are you ready for that?
I am. Let's get to it.
All channels clear.
Nichelle Nichols was a force to be reckoned with.
This woman is a true hero.
She had this air of limitlessness.
She's uncompromising in her belief that the stars should be for everybody.
It's a big galaxy, Mr. Scott.
I have my Uhura shirt on to get a little bit of bravery, a little bit of armor when I'm going into something scary. She was brave enough to do this in a time where it was even harder.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk. Come in, Captain.
She was a great pioneer. She was fearless. She gave me a little bit of confidence.
She allowed women of color to exist in an intellectual space.
We had control. We had power.
I'm connecting the bypass circuit now.
I can think of no one better equipped to handle it, Miss Uhura.
I can't tell you how many people have come up and said, I became a doctor, I became this because of Nichelle Nichols.
The possibilities of our returning from this mission in one piece may have just doubled.
She was so brilliant, showing us how far she could take that possibility.
Starfleet, are you aware of our current status?
She was able to use all the goodwill she had acquired and say, I'm going to convert this to real-world change.
She went up to NASA and said, this shouldn't just be a fictional world. People of color need to be included.
And I remember she pointed at me and said, I want you to apply for the astronaut program. I never had the sense that she thought anything was impossible.
It is overwhelming to try and encapsulate what she means. The ability to dream, to be whatever you want. And Nichelle Nichols did that.
Her legacy is turning fantasy into fact, because that's what she did.
Some people pick up the whole country and they just move it forward a couple of paces.
She's been a beacon, really, making sure that everyone was seen.
Would you look at that?
It is an honor to try and have even a fraction of the impact that she had.
The work of Star Trek has always been to make people believe that our better angels will win. There is no better angel than Nichelle Nichols.
I hope she knows that she's going to continue to teach me